Hi, it's John here. Have you ever heard the expression, welcome to the human race? Well, in a way that's a sort of coming of age type expression, I believe, where say you've got somebody who's a teenager or whatever, or somebody who just keeps themselves to themselves and never really interacts with anybody, or never really does very much, or perhaps doesn't even earn any money, perhaps is on benefit or supported by their parents. Well, one could say that they're not really in the human race. A person such like, they might say, oh, I think life's unfair, work is rather tough, or unpleasant. Well, the response may be, welcome to the human race. You know, life is tough. And another expression, cliche, I'm giving some cliches today, aren't I? One of my favourite cliches is, it's a great life if you don't weaken. And you've always got that temptation to just crumple. People say, it's another cliche, you know, that we've all got a crumple button, and if that crumple button gets pushed, say somebody says you're ugly or whatever, you know, I'm not, or you get stopped by a policeman for some unjustifiable cause or whatever. Oh, life, don't talk to me about life, you know, I'm just not going to bother anymore. You know, if that's the attitude, I'm just going to, you know, I'm just going to do absolute minimum possible and not strive whatsoever. Of course, that's not the way I believe that we should go forward. I think as one progresses through life, one becomes more emotionally mature, and perhaps one can transcend things and brush off setbacks and actually see the way forward, see the best way to live one's life, and also to recognise the emotions that one has within oneself. And obviously, to be a successful person, you need to develop a very pleasant personality with others, and sometimes you need to bite your tongue. They say something which you don't agree with. You may hold absolutely opposite views, but sometimes it's best to just bite your tongue. We don't have to offer our opinion all the time. You know, just listen to people. You know, do like a case study of a person, or if you're in a group, a case study in your own mind of what's going on. You know, analyse the type of conversation that's going on. Right, so we've got someone telling us what they've been doing. We've got somebody here telling us about things that they think they've achieved in their life, and that person is trying to impress that person, but that person doesn't always try and impress me. So what is it about that person that they want to impress? You know, all this is going on, and there's all sorts of other conversations going on, isn't there, that someone may be keen to inquire everything about you. They bombard you with questions, one after another, after another, after another. It's a very middle class thing. They try to assess everything about you. Whether after a period of time, once they've done that assessment, then they move on and say, we'll move on to another thing now. Yes, these are an acceptable person, or no, this is not an acceptable person. And if you are an acceptable person, then they start revealing lots of stuff about themselves. It's quite rare for someone to reveal things about themselves. Normally most people are quite cloaked, and they have this veneer, the mask, which they keep up, and you don't really see very much behind the mask. They may not tell you anything about their failures, or they may tell you everything about their failures and nothing about their successes. So what I'm saying is transcend. Just see what's going on. It's all there. All the information is there. Just listen. see what is going on. And it's very mercenary, but develop one's own mask. Make sure that you have this pleasant persona, and that's the beginning of how to be a successful person. Pleasant persona, keeping emotions in check, not always passing one's opinion, and the main thing is to transcend. Don't be afraid to be yourself when it's appropriate, but don't feel you have to blurt everything out and be your inner core all the time. Someone said to me today about Susan Boyle that she didn't really have an other persona. What you saw was what you get. So if Susan Boyle was destroyed, there wasn't somebody else to fall back on. Whereas really we're a bit of an actor, really. And if one facet of ourselves is destroyed, we know that we're still all right. If somebody says tells me I'm not going to get this job or whatever, a particular job, have enough confidence to think, well, okay, I'll do something else. That's all right. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Right, this is the first part. I'm going to do a few more on this. Right, how to be a successful person. Very interesting. Right, bye.